Hey everyone, it's Laura. Today is Saturday, which means that I got to go yard sailing, trying to find things for my reselling. And I got a lot. Let me flip the camera around and I'll show you. My goal is always to spend around $25, but this time one of the large, nice neighborhoods in my area was having a community yard sale. So I went a little bit over my $25 budget. I actually spent $44.50. But I have to say, when you are reselling and you can find things for a good price that you think will sell, you need to go ahead and pick them up, especially because in the winter, you're not going to be able to find these things. So you have to rely on thrift stores and that sort of stuff, and it's just more expensive. So you want to get stuff now while you can at a great price. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's go through each of the items that I got, and I'll tell you how much I paid for them, and I'll share some of the items that I've already looked up that are for sale on sites like eBay and how much they are currently listed for. So remember, listing price is not always the sales price, but right now, just to get a general idea of what they're listed for is what I've done. The first item is this Ray Dunn mug. It says Shine. It has a pretty yellow inside of the mug. It is Ray Dunn. And I got this for $1, and these mugs are listed for $10. So I got that one, and then the other one is Girl Boss, which I thought was really cute, especially since I'm a girl boss. But this is also a Ray Dunn, and I got it for $1. And then they had a bunch of Ray Dunn things at this particular yard sale, so I got all of them. These trays are listed online for about $13. So the first one says Thankful. Again, it's a Ray Dunn item. It says Thankful. The next one says Happy Spring. I also bought it for $1. And then this one says Happy, and I got it for $1. Then I found these really lovely bowls. They were $1 each. It says that they are, sorry, making you dizzy. It says that these are hand painted in Portugal. There's a smaller one, and then there's this larger one. They're so pretty. Look at that. So I got these for $1 each. Here's the large one. Now the large one has a teeny tiny chip spot right there. So remember, see where it's white? Remember, I tell you that I do resell these items if they have a small flaw, but I make sure that I list that in the listing. And these are listed on eBay for $17. So what I'll do as I dig further into what I'm going to list my products for, I'll look and see, have these items sold, how much, how many have sold, and what did they sell for. Okay, this little heart-shaped bowl, I got it for $1. And if I were wearing my glasses, this one says it's the Fagraph. I cannot pronounce that company name, but you might be able to see that there. So this is a vintage item. Got it for $1. I got this really cute little silver plated, or silver, I don't know yet. I have to research it, but this little silver with the salt and pepper shakers, which I thought was really cute. I got that for $1. I know sometimes people like to pick up salt and pepper shakers. People collect them. So I love that this had the little silver tray. I think that makes them special. I picked up this frame, and it looks like it's probably not been used yet. It was 50 cents. So that will be really pretty. I like the, you can see the pretty flower pressing inside there. So I think that those are probably just imprints, or maybe a sticker, not an actual pressed flower. I've got a piece of hair that wants to get in my eyes today, but nonetheless, it's still pretty. 50 cents. I picked up this, I believe it's actually plastic, but I liked the detailing of this frame. I think it will be a nice one to paint over, and it was $1. That's the frame. It's got a velour piece on the back, which I need to clean up. I got this big bag and it's filled with wooden apples. That's what these look like. So I think that is really nice. They've got one in here that is cut in half. So that's what it looks like. But this bag of apples was $1, and there's some little teeny tiny ones in there as well. I have lots of things that I resell, so these items will probably go inside of a basket, and I'll sell them with something else as a set. So those were $1. I think that's a good price. I found 2 pair of brand new Old Navy pixie pants. These are size 12. Sometimes I wear a size 12. Right now I think I'm in a 14. So I don't know if I'll keep these. I paid a little more than what I usually do, but because they're brand new with the tags, I didn't mind paying. They were $3 each. And these Old Navy pants typically sell 23, something like that. Here's the other pair of black ones, also a size 12, new with tags. If I decide to sell them, I think I'll be able to make the $3 back plus more. And then I found these doilies. They were 25 cents each. This one is definitely discolored, which shows its vintage age. Very pretty. And then this one, the larger one, has a hole in it, as you can see. I didn't mind because I do crafting. The crocheted part there is just really very pretty. So I can use this for something that I do in my crafts. So I thought that was really nice. So I didn't mind. And for 25 cents, to get a piece like that, I think that's a great deal. And then I got a little bag of this little shaped burlap. Basically, it's used for making like a banner. And so I can use my Cricut machine and I can put Happy Fall or something like that on these, and then I can attach them to a piece of twine or a piece of ribbon, whatever I want to do, and have nice home decor, and I can sell that if I want to. In this yard sale, they had several of these. So this one, this set was $1.50. It is a banner already with the string attached, and it's for St. Patrick's Day. So it has the really cute little shamrocks on it with the triangular shape. So that will be really cute. Some of these things I'm like, oh, do I want to keep them myself? And I struggle to change out the decor all the time, and so I'll probably sell these. But it depends. You know what? I will do a mock-up. I'll take a photo of these at my fireplace, and if I just really love them, I'll keep them for $1.50. But it's got the little pom-poms on the string as well, so I thought that was really cute. Let me stick this back in the bag. And then they had one more set of banners that I liked. This bag was $1, and this one is for Halloween. So I'll show you, hold it up there a little bit so you can see what that looks like. But that's for Halloween. So those are really cute. Halloween is probably my favorite holiday because I have such fun childhood memories of Mom and Dad would make really cool costumes for us, and we would have a Halloween parade in the town. And since my birthday is October 29th, it was great to dress up and pretended to be someone different. So I've always loved Halloween. And then I got this tablecloth for $1. I've got to inspect it. I think there are a few stains on it. So when I got it, I was thinking that this again would be a nice piece to use in a craft project. What I'm thinking in my head is have a wooden heart and painting the heart a pink, maybe a pastel, maybe a little bit darker, and then covering the heart with this and have the pink poke through, I think would be really pretty. So this one I did get thinking that I would cut it up, but I'll check it out first, make sure, yeah, there is like a small stain on there. So that's what this one will end up being, is a craft project. I got this little jar. I've got to look at here with my eyes. It was 25 cents, and I have no idea what it says on there. Acorn Dream, Aaron's Dreams. I don't know. I'll check it out though. I was thinking it would just be something cute for a craft project. But always check these kinds of things. Do eBay or Google search to see if you can find this item, because sometimes these things are valuable. I thought this was neat. It's just a little wooden box. It was $1, and so for that price, I just really thought it was cool, a little trinket box. I think I'll be able to resell that one. And let's go ahead over here to these frames. I got a lot of stuff today. This wooden butterfly, it was 25 cents. Now, I don't care for the colors. You can see that it's got the bolts there to attach it, or the screws, I guess I should say. I'm guessing that it's homemade, but I think this will be a pretty project to repaint and maybe do some pastel colors. I think I would be able to sell it a little better like that. So 25 cents, so you can't beat that price. And then this wooden sign, it says, "Love grows best in little houses." So I thought that was really nice. That's what the back looks like. And then I got this minimalist boho art piece. This was also $1. I don't see the sticker anymore, but it was $1. Oh, there it is. So really cute. Looks like somebody had it velcroed on the wall with the command strips. Here's that one. And then I got this one that says, "Hello, gorgeous." Really nice. This one says that it originally came from Ross, so it was $7.99, which means it was probably at another store for probably 15. And then this is an Olin Mills, brand new. I took it out of the bag to show you an Olin Mills frame. If you know anything about Olin Mills, it's a photography studio, and their photography is usually pretty expensive. So I think this frame is probably expensive as well. But I envision just putting a print in there, and it doesn't have the nails or things that make this stay inside. I have to come up with something like that, put some little tacks or something in there to make the picture stay inside the frame. But I don't think that'll be hard to do. That one, I'm getting a big pile over there. I got this little Native American vase, and I did look this one up. This one is selling for about $10. I paid $1 for it. It's really cute. Now, they did have some other vases that looked just like this, but they were listed for a lot of money, but they were signed. I haven't tried to pull the sticker off yet, so I don't know if this one is signed or not, but I paid $1, and I know that I can at least resell it for 10. But that's really cute. The cactus has a raised print, which makes it really neat. I thought this little chalkboard was really cute for $1. It looks like somebody did the chalk paint on there, the hand painted chalkboard paint. So I will need to test this first. Hopefully don't ruin it, to see if you can actually write on it with the chalk markers or the chalk paint, which would make it really a neat little sign for somebody's kitchen. I got that for $1. And then I got 2 of these. I thought these were really pretty. These little wall hanging planters. They were $2 each. I really just like the boho design and style of these. The color, which is dusty gray or blue. These, it says, came from TJ Maxx for $5.99. So again, they were probably sold somewhere else for 15, 18, something like that. I might go ahead and try to put some faux succulents in here before I sell them, or maybe some dried flowers would look pretty in there. So I don't know, or I might just sell them like this. I got this cute little sign. It was 50 cents. I like the shape of this one, and it says, "Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow." So that's a really nice sentiment. This pretty little piece of pottery, I assume this is a candle holder, has a heart on one side and then a star on the other. This was 50 cents. I'm partial to this blue and greens, but definitely can resell that. And then this little dish was 50 cents. I like little trinket containers and things. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I cannot see what this says on there. I don't know if you all can see. I like the shape and the design of that. So for 50 cents. I like this little spindle on a wooden base. It was 50 cents. These are great in your craft room to put like a ball of twine or something on there, so that's really cool. 50 cents. Found this brass bell, this old teacher's bell. These bells are listed anywhere between 11 and 20 online. I saw one that looked exactly like this for 20. So I'll have to do some research to see what I should list this item as. But nice. I like these little wooden shelves. It was only $1, so I do sell these pretty well when I come across them. So I think this will be a good, easy thing for me to sell. A few more items to go. I got a set of 3 of these green toned jugs. I like to try to find things that are $1. These were $2, but they're very heavy duty. I have some of that. I don't know what to call it. It's the brown, kind of grassy looking plant, which I think will look really pretty in there. So that's the first one. They're actually all the same. You might be able to see it. It has like a hammered look. I don't feel it on the outside, so it seems to be that way on the inside. So there's the second one. These were $2 each. And then there is the third one. This one has a little bit more of the air bubbles in it. You can see that a little bit in the light. I definitely think I can resell those. This next item, this little jewelry box, is a mystery because, first of all, it's a music box. Let me wind it up. Very pretty. And I say it's a mystery because I saw so many that were like this, but didn't have the exact print. It had a different flower on it. They ranged from $32 to $60. I paid $1 for it. So there are no markings on it. At the little music box apparatus piece, it says romance on there. So I definitely need to research this. It has cute little gold feet. I need to research this a little bit more before listing it because I wouldn't want to sell it for 30 if I should have sold it for 60. And if that's the case, this is a really good find for $1. But it's a ring holder. And I love jewelry boxes and music boxes that have the gear inside that you can see. Okay, last set of items was $1 for all 3 of these, and that's these bottle brush trees. I like to get these for display at Christmas time. One of the craft ladies that I like to watch on TV, she finds old spools or things like that, and she takes these bases off and she puts them in there, and it just looks so nice. So I thought I would keep an eye out for these trees this year, as well as some of those spools and things, because I thought it looked really cool. If not, I've seen some of the other crafters, they'll do a stamp along the base to make a cool vintage look design. So those 3 were $1. That is it for my resale haul this week. Please subscribe and share. I am trying to grow my channel. Let me know if you like to go thrifting and yard selling, and do you just purchase things for your house? Or are you reselling like I am? And I keep forgetting to tell you guys, anytime if you see something that I'm selling that you would like, just send me a note in the comments. I do sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Vinted, and whatnot. But I can give you a discount just because I won't have those seller fees. You would just reach out to me and then we would figure out how to do the shipping and that sort of stuff. So that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Hope you have a good weekend. Bye.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.